Welcome back to the 5 things you should know about pregnancy and recovery. And today we're going to look at mommy tummy or diastasis recti. First thing you should know is it is very, very common. And the statistics, some say, are actually at 100% of women have this after birth. So please do not beat yourself up because it's happened. A lot of it is genetic, so you really have, unfortunately, not a lot of choice in whether or not it's going to work. It depends on body shape. There's a lot of reasons you get it. You can do some things during pregnancy to help reduce it, but in reality, it's unfortunate. It might just happen. So don't beat yourself up about it and accept that it is actually very common. 2, it is often called mommy tummy and goes by about a million different names. So diastasis recti is the way I say it. It can be said lots of different ways, but what it really is separation of the ab muscles due to pregnancy usually, and that's because at some point during the growth of your baby, your ab muscles need to adjust for the change in size. And the connective tissue can stretch between the two sides of the ab muscles and you get this separation. Number 3, it is correctable. A lot of women think that this is just the price they pay for being a mom, and that is not the case. It is correctable, and mostly it's suggested that if you're having trouble with it not going back, because often for women, if they are healthy and they take care of themselves during recovery, it will adjust themselves as long as they are properly sitting and standing and using their core and breathing. But for some women, they need a little bit of extra help, and you can go to a physiotherapist or a physical therapist for this, and they can help you correct this. Number 4, you can check how far your muscles have separated and actually map this, and I love graphs and science, so actually graph this during your recovery to see if you are closing in, if they are correcting. If they are not correcting, then you can go get some help, but please feel free to go ahead and self-check how far they have separated. Again, it is very, very common, but that doesn't mean that you should have it for the rest of your life. These things should adjust back, and if they're not, go and get some help. Go and see a coach, a physiotherapist, see your doctor, and see what you can do to help correct this separation. Last thing, number 5, and this one is unfortunately the hardest one to take, is that recovery time will vary, and that will vary depending on how many children you've had and how strong your core muscles are and your generally how physically fit you are. And so these kinds of times can vary from 6 months to 18 months, depending on how big the separation is. But the answer is recovery can still happen. And don't think just because you've had 6 kids and you've always had the separation that it is permanent. Just because it's common doesn't mean it is normal, and you don't have to live with it, and you can go back. So go ahead and see someone and see what you can do. This 5 Things You Need to Know series was on diastasis recti, or what we like to call mommy tummy, which is the separation of your abdominal muscles. So hopefully that answered some questions. I'm sure you've got plenty more, but you might now know where to start researching and what to do. Let me know if there's anything else that you want to know. Go ahead and comment. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out my Facebook group and my website, and I can't wait to see you again.